Hello everybody and welcome to my new series that I'll be doing, a beginner's guide to Delta V Rings of Saturn. All of my comments, opinions and advice that I'm going to be giving in this series are based on the current version that I'm playing, and it should be noted that this game is still in early access and gets updated fairly frequently, so there will undoubtedly be changes. And if there are, I will probably re-upload, make tweaks, put something in the description, but anyway. Let's get into it. So as I previously mentioned, Delta V Rings of Saturn is an early access, but what the game is really about is that it's a space mining simulator with flight controls that I think are really complex and yet have a lot of depth to them, and yet with the tools that the devs have added are surprisingly easy to grasp. Overall, Delta V Rings of Saturn tries to be a somewhat scientifically accurate or at least more realistic space mining simulator, and that definitely plays a huge factor into things like shipbuilding, what kind of upgrades you get for your ship, how you mine, everything like that. As you can see from the footage that is being played in the background, this game has absolutely stunning visuals. I mean, really, for an early access game, these are definitely some of the best visuals that I've ever seen. And listening to that soundtrack, it's absolutely so fitting for this game because it's so atmospheric, it sets the mood, it really conveys a lot of emotion. And actually a lot of the kind of signals in the game, the cues, they do come from the soundtrack. They are audio cues in a really interesting way. One of the things that you should definitely know about Delta V Rings of Saturn is that it is a non-linear storytelling game. Instead of having a main plot line that you pursue throughout the game, you have an extremely story-rich environment that enables this kind of environmental and atmospheric storytelling. And that's what this game is about. It's not about the end goal, something that you do and you kind of make progress towards. Instead, the way you make progress in this game, besides the mining aspect, is by learning more about the lore, more about the world that you are operating in. And that's the real storytelling of this game. And honestly, I think this is one of the huge hurdles that new players who go into Delta V Rings of Saturn, like, they don't know how to get into the game because there isn't this linear progression. And instead, what you should be focusing on is the encounters, the random chance encounters that you will have inside the rings. I mean, besides the mining aspect, which is obviously the main bulk of your gameplay, you will also have these encounters that kind of really enrich the environment and the storytelling. You learn so much about what the creators and the devs like imply in the game, and that's where the storytelling really comes in. For new players who are really kind of confused about what you're supposed to be doing, or about how to progress in the game, I recommend that you keep playing because you will find the encounters. You will find things that really expand your outlook on this world that's within the game. And I think that's the kind of experience that you should be looking for, not a linear progression. And for everything else in the game, if you're having troubles with things like flight mechanics, mining, ship building, how to build it, how to balance your ship, what to upgrade, those will all be covered in future episodes, so do check out the rest of the episodes in the series. Overall, Delta V Rings of Saturn is a really promising indie game that has a few rough edges. It's fair share for sure, but I think it's very, very worth the time and effort to get into, even if it does take a little while. But anyway, for more advice on more specific stuff, things like flight mechanics, shipbuilding, upgrades, please check out the other videos in this series. And if you're interested, please check out the other videos on my channel on other games. I have a let's play of Delta V Rings of Saturn where it kind of like logs my progress of my first playthrough of the game, my first real playthrough. And I have other videos like Moonlighter and Into the Gungeon, so check those out if you're interested. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.